What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, we're going to be jumping back into our Balloon Star Defense 6 walkthrough/playthrough/guide. And for today's guide, we're going to be jumping onto Park Path Chimps mode. So the reason why we're going back and redoing a old Chimps map is, of course, because the strategy that I used for that Chimps guide has become a little bit outdated. So in order to make sure that our guides are all up to date and we don't have a bunch of people who are struggling and beating the Chimps modes, I'm going to go ahead and quickly go back and redo this one map. So the reason why this Chimps guide became a little bit outdated is because in a recent patch, Ninja Kiwi actually nerfed the heli pilot, which makes it slower and it makes it a little bit less reliable, especially on maps like this. So now that we went ahead and covered that, the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to grab ourselves a ninja monkey, and we're going to be placing our ninja monkey right here. So you'll know where to place him, because you're going to be placing him right here on the corner, so his area of effect is pretty much a quarter of the way through the path here, and of course he's touching this top pathway as well. So now that we have our ninja monkey placed, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to save up to buy seeking shurikens, because of course we want to give our ninja monkey the most popping potential that we can possibly get him, and of course because he's shooting over multiple paths. If we buy the seeking shurikens, it's going to increase his poppability drastically. So now that we went ahead and stumbled on our words there, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and save up to buy is we're going to go ahead and save up to buy Ninja Discipline as soon as we can afford to buy it. So it shouldn't take us too long to be able to afford it. So while we are saving up the money to buy or upgrade our ninja, as well as saving up to buy our hero, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel, and also thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I really hope that my guides are helping some of you newer players out, because I know when you first get into Balloon Star Defense 6, the game could be a little bit crazy and overwhelming. Even some of the easy maps can be a little bit hard when you first get into the game, but that's exactly why I'm here, to go ahead and help some of you guys out. Alright, so there we go. Now we have our sharp shuriken. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to be saving up to buy our Oben. Now one more thing while we're saving up to buy our Oben, I also wanted to let you guys know that I will be starting up a second channel. And the reason why I'm going to be starting up a second channel is because I'm getting more and more people that are asking me to play more and more games, such as like Call of Duty, Escape from Tarkov, Overwatch, Minecraft, Among Us, Roblox. Even though I probably will never play Roblox, I have a lot of people that want me to play it for some reason. So the main reason why I want to start the second channel is just so that this channel will be strictly reserved for everything balloons, and for those of you who just like to watch my gameplay and enjoy listening to me talk, you guys can go ahead and check out my second channel, where I'll be playing a bunch of different games. Again, it'll be a bunch of FPS games, it'll be Minecraft, and just a lot of fun different games that I know some of you guys enjoy watching. Alright, so now that I went ahead and covered that and went on my little bit of a rant, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade our ninja monkey to a double shot. And now that we have our ninja monkey upgraded to a double shot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place down my alchemist, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what upgrade pass we're going to go, and then we're going to fast forward all the way until round 40. So the first upgrades that we're going to buy is we're going to upgrade our alchemist all the way to acidic mixture dip, and then once we get the acidic mixture dip, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our ninja all the way to balloon jitsu. Following buying balloon jitsu, we're going to upgrade our alchemist all the way to a 420, and then we'll be 100% good for round 40. So guys, sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy this little bit of a speedy bit. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back on round 39, and as you guys can see, we have our Ninja Monkey upgrade to Balloon Jitsu with Seeking Shurikens. Also, we have our Alchemist upgrade to Stronger Stim with Perishing Potions. The first thing that we're going to do as soon as round 40 hits is we're going to go ahead and activate Oben's Brambles, just as a little bit of additional popping power. We shouldn't need it, but again, it's good to be safe rather than sorry. So now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing ourselves a monkey village and placing this monkey village right here in this little crack as far to the right as we can get it to go. And then following that, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a second monkey village like so, and we're going to basically bring it down here. So this monkey village right here is being affected by this monkey village, and perfect. Now that we have this monkey village placed here, we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to monkey business with monkey commerce. And then we're going to go ahead and come over here to this monkey village and then upgrade it to bigger radius with jungle drums. And now our ninjas should be being affected as well as our Oben. So now that's all we're going to be doing with this monkey village for now. Of course, we will upgrade it in some of the future rounds, but now we need to go ahead and grab ourselves another tower. So the tower that I'm choosing to go with is going to be a wizard monkey, and of course, if you guys have watched some of my guides in the past, you guys already know we're going to be going for the Prince of Darkness, because as of right now in the 22.2 update, the Prince of Darkness is probably hands down one of the best towers in the game, especially for mid game. Because it'll deal with round 63, it'll deal with round 76, and it will most certainly deal with round 78. The only issues that the Prince of Darkness actually has is, of course, going to be against round 60, and it's going to have a little bit of issues in dealing with round 80 as well. But before round 80, we are definitely going to be able to afford a second tower. For this guide, we're actually going to be going for a Grandmaster Ninja, as well as a bunch of other towers that are a little bit of a mix-up from what you guys have seen in some of my past guides. So now that I went ahead and covered that, I'm going to go ahead and do another little bit of a speedy bit, all the way to the point where we can afford to buy our Prince of Darkness, and then of course I'll bring you guys back as soon as we can afford to buy the Prince of Darkness. Alright guys, and here we are on round 58, and we can officially afford to buy the Prince of Darkness. So now that we have the Prince of Darkness, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're just going to be saving up to buy our Grandmaster Ninja. Because of course I said we were going to go with a Grandmaster Ninja strap, because I know there's a couple of you guys out there that actually like to see the Grandmaster Ninja being used, and I do know that I really don't use them as often as I would actually like to. So now that we went ahead and got the Prince of Darkness, again, the next thing we're going to be doing is we're just going to be saving up to $37,800 in order to afford the Grandmaster Ninja once again. We should be able to afford it roughly on round 78 or 79, so I'll see you guys here in just a couple of rounds. Alright guys, here we are on round 79, and as you guys can see, we have $40,000 saved up, and we can officially afford to buy the Grandmaster Ninja. So now that we have the Grandmaster Ninja, now is when we're going to go ahead and come back to our first monkey village that we placed down, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to an MIB, which the MIB is going to allow our towers, especially when we start placing down a bunch of the shinobis, is going to allow them to pop lead balloons, and which is going to come in handy for round 90 plus. So because we are getting past or getting towards the higher tiered rounds, it shouldn't take us too long to actually save up the money for MIB, and we should be able to afford quite a few monkey ninjas, or not monkey ninjas, but a bunch of shinobis here shortly. Alright, so there we go. Now we can afford to buy our MIB. Now the next thing that we're going to be going for, like I already said, is we're going to go ahead and go for a bunch of ninjas. So what we're trying to do here is we are trying to get our Grandmaster Ninja up to a 10 times buff. Because of where we placed our Grandmaster, where we placed our Ninja Monkey as well as our Grandmaster Ninja, unfortunately, it's just a little bit too hard to try and fit all 20 monkeys around it. So at the very least, we can definitely get 10 buffs on our Grandmaster Ninja, which is exactly what we're going to be doing right now. So the biggest thing with placing down all of your shinobis is you basically just want to try and cram them together as close as you guys possibly can. So it doesn't matter too much if you place down all of the ninjas first, or if you guys wait, or if you guys upload them or upgrade them one at a time, like so. The main thing is just getting this scroll right here up to a 10 times buff. Because that's going to increase your Grandmaster Ninja's attack speed by 10, making him much more efficient at dealing with all of these balloons, especially when we start getting to some of the higher tiered rounds. Alright, there we go. So I think that should be what, 5 times buff, so we have 5 more ninjas that we can go ahead and place down. Alright, the only pain of working with the Grandmaster Ninja and going with the Shinobi strat is just from the sheer amount of ninjas that you actually need to place down in order for the Grandmaster Ninja to be absolutely OP. So there we go. Let me see. We have 1 or 2, 4, 6, 7. So we should have a 7 times buff. Awesome. So let's go ahead and grab another one right here. Upgrade him to Shinobi. Let's see. He's up to an 8 times buff. And then another ninja down here that should get him up to, or this ninja should get him up to another 9 times buff. There we go. Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and throw one more down here. Hopefully we get him, or when we upgrade him to Ninja Discipline, he's actually going to be able to affect our Grandmaster Ninja. And luckily we didn't even have to upgrade him to we didn't even have to upgrade him to a Ninja. Alright, so now the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for caltrops on all of our shinobis. That way we have a little bit more, or a little bit of additional popping power coming from our shinobis. It's not necessary that you guys do this, but it's just something that I like to do because with all of these ninja monkeys placed down, that is a lot of caltrops that the Moab balloons as well as the DDT balloons actually need to make it through. So we're going to go ahead and go through and check out all of the shinobis to make sure that we have them all upgraded to caltrops. And then on top of that, all of these shinobis are also getting a buff from the other shinobis that we placed down. Alright, now that we have our Grandmaster Ninja with the 10 times buff, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming in the very back here, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and set our target to the front, upgrading our Mortar Monkey all the way to Shattering Shells. So what I want to do is I actually want to put that at the start of the map, because what the Shattering Shells is going to do on round 98 when we're dealing with the reinforced Moab balloons, the Shattering Shells is actually going to rip the reinforcement off of those Moab balloons, making it easier for our Prince of Darkness as well as our Grandmaster Ninja to deal with. Alright, now that we have our Shattering Shells placed down, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and come over here in the very back and upgrade a Spike Factory to Spike Storm with bigger stacks and white hot spikes. So the reason why we're going to be going with this Spike Factory is for round 100 when we're dealing with the bad balloon, because what this is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to constantly use the Spike Storm, which is going to do a lot of damage to the actual bad balloon itself. So now that we have this one upgraded, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming up here and we're going to grab ourselves a glue gunner. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to Moab glue with glue splatter and then change its targeting over to targeting strong. And the reason why we grab the glue gunner is, of course, just to do a little bit more, or just go ahead and slow down some of the Moab balloons, especially the Moab balloons on round 98 and the DDT balloons on round 99. Alright guys, there we go. We shouldn't have too much of an issue dealing with all of these different balloons. And then now that we have this set up here, the only thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be throwing down another safety precaution, and we're going to be upgrading this spike factory to spike balls. Now guys, you shouldn't need to activate the spike storm until round 100, so I'm not going to be activating it until we actually get to the bad balloon. So while we are finishing up this Chimps guide, I just want to again thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. On top of that, I will leave a link in the description below for the new YouTube channel that I just created. The only stipulation is that there's probably not going to be too much content on the channel as of right now, simply because I want to figure out what editing style I want to go with, and on top of that, I want to find out what games I'm going to be playing right off of the start. Odds are I'm definitely going to be going for Overwatch to start, and then following Overwatch we'll probably get into some Escape from Tarkov and a bunch of other games. Also, please feel free to let me know in the comments below what games you guys would like to see on the second channel as well. And then one last thing, guys. I know this is the second or third time that I've done this map on Chimps mode, but again, because Ninja Kiwi is constantly updating their game, if at any point you notice any of my guides become a little bit outdated or they don't work for you, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. That way I can go ahead and quickly go back and fix those guides. That way you guys don't struggle with actually beating these more. That way you guys don't struggle in beating these Chimps modes. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I really appreciate it, and of course, as always, I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.